because it almost sounded like somebody's like being brought to a complete stop. Like that's what I kind of heard. It's funny because someone described once like, like when a truck, when those big like I don't know how many wheeler, 18-wheeler trucks, those big diesel ones, those big ones. Like when one of those trucks like hits its brakes or does that thing, I don't know if it's hydraulics or what it is, where it makes the noise when it's like, like that deflation noise. Like that's what I get is like an energy outside of you. Otherwise, I find your energy to be really upbeat, very like on pace and on target without even knowing, per usual. This is where we were at last time. There were these two left. So we're going to pull out a set of cards and see what this is about. So again, this missing, it's not under attack like this is. So I feel like that's what they could not do. Like that was the plan though. That's what they have the information on. And they started this back in something. Maybe this was a plan that was supposed to take place in 2023 because the 23 is on there. It looked like it. Can't see very much. Yeah, this was supposed to be finished by 12:02 maybe 2023. But there's something that happened that kind of stopped it, and that's key. Ooh, look, this is so funny because I've never even looked at these things, and I told you guys that. Like, I just literally pull these things and like just 143, 144. But this is literally like a key. Is it trying to stop my live again? I hate when it does that. Oh, that pisses me off. Because my screen, I'm watching the screen right now, like where you guys are in the reading, and it's essentially making the screen go dark, which means like I'm not sure if it's even, live, but there's a key under there. So that whatever this is that happened there is key. Yeah, it has something to do with this person here. Maybe stepfriend. Maybe it's some Stefan energy. Somebody who was looking for a two-piece, looking to have like a connection or like a space where they could receive what they needed in exchange for protection is even what I'm getting here. Okay, well, let's dig in. All right. It's a waste of time. So there's this Rico energy. I don't know if I think I'm supposed to get a different deck, but I'll pull a few first and see if I can understand who these individuals are, because there's 6 people down here, right? There's literally 6 people at the bottom of this that we're trying to identify at this point. So let's see what's up with that. Let me double check my live too and just make sure that I can hear myself, because if I can't hear you guys, then that means, I need to. Okay, I can hear it. Okay, so there's these, and let me pull that thumbnail back up. So those 6 individuals, let's see what we can find out about those 6 individuals. What can we know about those 6 individuals? I'm still being told very clearly to get another deck, so give me a second. Okay. The 6 people at the bottom of this thumbnail. One of them kind of seems like a traveler, so one of them is maybe like, I want to call it transient energy. So someone who really doesn't have a home and just kind of goes from different places, maybe getting on people's couches and stuff like that. Sleeping on people's couches. But they call themselves a traveler. They tell you, like, that's the first thing this person probably tells people when they meet them. Is like, oh, hey, yeah, I've been to here, I've been to there. So that's kind of like what they use to like get people to open up to them and be, energetic about having met them. Look at the community, but that's the magic that they use on that community. It was in here. I saw the community card. Okay. Person number 2. This next person is just somebody that most people would just be like, this person's super young. Like, that's how they got themselves messed up. Maybe this person was a waiter. Or maybe I don't know. This person was taught or told to get into this by somebody who was a waiter. somebody specifically that was connected to a revolutionist. So someone directly connected to you brought in some young energy as well. Okay, that's curious. Wait, I need more details. Yeah. It's a young energy that maybe wanted to be an athlete, or maybe this is just one energy. Maybe this is just the first energy altogether. This person is maybe known around town to like kind of ride in and out of these energies. Like, oh yeah, I'm a traveler. Oh yeah, I'm young. Oh yeah, I'm an athlete. Oh yeah, I don't know. This I get more hustler than gambler, but that might be like how they come across firsthand. It's like someone who's out there kind of, flashy, but not too flashy. But this person kind of mixes it up a bit. Yeah. Maybe has even told the community like, hey, I, usually have met people. It seems like your community or people in your industry, or it's something that they tell these people to make these people feel like they need to work with them. So they get involved, they present themselves as this type of person, and then they tell them like, hey, yeah, I noticed. So they start to sit in and around for a bit and they say, hey, yeah, I noticed. So this might take 2 to 3 weeks, months. It just depends on how much stuff is going on out in the community that they can get themselves invited to, or like show up at, or ask about and find out about and be at. And maybe even like people's children's events they come to, like sports. What I'm hearing is sports, because they're kind of using the athlete part of it. Yeah. So maybe they find children or younger, maybe they find single moms is what I'm thinking, who have children who are young and want to be in the be an athlete, like a professional athlete. That's what I'm getting. Okay, and that's kind of one of the angles that they've used. Maybe they learned how from their father to kind of paint these pictures and do these things. All right. Okay, this next person, the second person, is someone who is aware. This person does know. This is, okay, so the second person involved in this that's going to be implicated is someone who, if they are not someone who's a diviner, then they were, they should have been. They should have been. I'm feeling like their connection with maybe a bartender, or what they got in a bartender involved, or maybe they drink a lot. I don't know. Okay, so diviner. This person is connected, or is what I'm hearing. They were connected when they were young with respect to being able, the second person involved. So the second person involved was connected to someone since they were young. And maybe in their travels. So this might be like a relative, like someone that's like older than you, like so an aunt and uncle, father, mother, that kind of older sister, something like that, someone who had a lot of influence over you. So this person, they didn't, what I'm understanding is this person didn't know that this person was a madman. Like this, they didn't know this athlete energy was like that. Maybe they're trying to like pretend or put some kind of like energy out towards the collective. Like, oh yeah, like we didn't know that that person was like that. That was something that this person brought in. So someone's trying to like push blame off on somebody. So whomever this is, if they do come to tell you something, maybe when they get after they get arrested, once they got in jail or something like that, like I don't know. Once they got word about their criminal involvement, this is then maybe the thing that they decide they're going to tell you. It's like, oh, I didn't know that this person was this. I thought this person was this. And, they came around presenting themselves. So somebody's going to try to, the second energy involved is going to try to pretend like they're not involved. Oh, that was a download, very much. They're going to try to pretend like they were not involved and like, oh, yeah, this person, oh, yeah, they're definitely going to do that. They're going to try to say that the family members are going to try to say that this person that comes out in this energy was the person who kind of put them up to this, that they didn't have really like any knowledge. And then they kept telling them like, that they kept paying them. And initially it seemed like innocent is what they're trying to say. But like, why would somebody pay you? Like, that's a part about it that I'm like, what part about like them giving you money didn't seem awkward? Like if they're asking you like, oh yeah, have you seen so-and-so? Have you talked to so-and-so? Have you, Yeah, so I don't think that's going to fly. I don't think that that's going to fly at all. Yeah, this person is just trying to swindle their way back around you. Maybe even try to kiss and tell. So maybe even say, yeah, like I saw them and blah, 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 to try to make them feel like, oh yeah, this person has a hold on being able to come back towards the collective. This energy is so like overrated because it comes out all the time. And I guess this person must have just had like a really big ego. Or maybe they just really thought that you love them. Oh gosh, is this person's emotions? Because I really don't want to go through this. I literally do not. Yeah, they're trying to like plead their case energetically to you at this point. Yeah, no. Okay, so we know who that is. And then I guess maybe this person is figuring out who this person really is. Like that this person was a madman, like the part that they didn't know. Yeah, that's the part of the story that they didn't know. Yep. Yep. Now they realize like this is the clown that got them all messed up. So that's where they're placing blame. That's what they're telling these elders. And then they're also kind of sending out this information to like journalists that have kind of come around previously. Ooh, and even clergy or people that they know can bring it back to the clergy is what I'm understanding. They're kind of letting that be known about them and some drunkard to this gang energy. Wait, some player who ends up being the fool this time around is what it said there. I heard the song go in my head. Everybody plays a fool sometime. Ooh, yeah. So now essentially everybody's here we go with the old cards and the songs and stuff. So everybody's realizing like, oh yeah, we have to be on board. We have to be in the right energy to help create this love energy. Look, architect, in order to repair anything or get through any of this situation without, I don't even know. I think they're trying to just repair things so they can potentially receive protection, because that's yeah, they're trying to repair things to receive protection. So that's this there's two energies out here so far. One is like being exposed, and then this other energy who's also exposed is telling on this person. That's why they're coming out like that. So that's positions 1 and 2 so far. Okay, look. Ooh, and these are the two people that they're, I guess, maybe getting for the head of this, because there's two little things there, and I was just counting these two people. Again, I don't really go in on these. Yeah, they've got some like CCTV. That was really heavy too, of like certain people's cars and vehicles and this and that and like all kinds of stuff. Then maybe even some community members are even remembering something that happened to someone else's car, and like how they were trying to paint the picture of like, oh, it's this, you know, they're looking for so-and-so. Like they tried to say that whatever was happening to, hold on. So whatever karma these people are receiving or I'm getting is this person here that's trying to be in this energy of like repairing things and like presenting something differently to the community. So basically they were trying to say that like, oh yeah, it's because it's something like they feel like the collective or something is somehow responsible or something like that, or got the gang members to go against them, and people are like questioning that, like, well, isn't this your gang? Like, did they talk to the collective? No. How'd the collective get that going? It's just the fact that people realized what they were actually dealing with, and they were like, this is a clown. This is some crazy clown they got us involved with. Maybe some journalist energy, like even brought back information to a few different individuals that were in high places of, high positions of authority is what I'm told to say. So this journalist maybe went around after they did all of their investigation and said, okay, before I go forward with this, but go public with this information and, put this out here, because this person already knew about like the FBI. Because listen, when journalists are following you, they see who's following you too. When journalists is showing up on the scene, somebody else, an investigator is too. There's that whole like heavy, like that investigator energy is tough. Tough. And then also the journalist can tell by the way things are like going. The journalist can also see, because they had their eyes on all the people involved in this for somehow. I guess somebody involved in this was like really chatty, and they had someone, oh snap. Oh snap. Hold on, wait a minute. This is wild, because I brought up a journalist yesterday in Arizona. right? That was supposedly connected to all of these, what was it called? Blue Acorn PPP loans. Blue Acorn PPP loans. Okay. And this person was convicted, her and her husband, and she was a television news anchor. And I don't know what her husband did, but you know, maybe he did this kind of stuff. Like maybe that was his little, you know, his little da da da. You know, clearly they did it both together because they both got in trouble. They got a lot of trouble. They got convicted of some crimes. Like she's no longer, you know, doing what she was doing. But I believe that's like some things that the journalist uncovered too, is like all of these different details that explain how people were swindling other people. And it got back like the gang was educated by of this. Yeah. And it's also being very seen too in the fact that like nothing that could be like people are dancing around. I'm getting an energy. There's some money that's not around right now. So who's the third person? Who is this? Oh yeah, some employees maybe talked about something too. Because remember, we're talking about, I just brought up some type of employer, right? A past employer. That's at least who was in my head when I was talking about this. Like somebody, there's in plastic. There's the, or at least I was just thinking about it. Oh no, that's the person. Yeah, that's the person. It had something to do with something. Oh crud, I'm gonna, hold on, maybe I can, no, that takes too long. There's employees that are finding out about this. And they're also in the same energy. Okay. Because maybe they also know something about a drunkard too. I promise you, I don't know if I was just thinking that or if I had actually said something, but it does have something to do with like a boss, like not like boss daddy, but like someone who you used to be employed with. I thought I said that, but anyway. And then there is some type of mail or something that some people are trying to put out an energy like, oh, they mess with your mail, but in reality, like you file your taxes, right? Yeah, whatever's being sent from a court is not going to come like just regular mail. They're going to send a courier and need your signature. What's your ID? As a matter of fact, you know what I mean? So they like to send out a lot of like negative energy and thought projections to make you feel like, you know, you need to get up and do something. You need to do this. You need to do that. Because they're trying to invoke your energy to be in the wrong way. Yeah, that's what, and they're also, wow. Maybe they feel like you've already gotten the message too because of how you're responding to things. So maybe they're seeing that. Maybe they're realizing how they've been duped. Who is this? Yeah, you came right on out there like, revolution! Quit playing out here. Revolution. Oh, collective. Yeah. Maybe it's even because they watched, maybe some doctor energy just recently got caught up. Maybe they saw something. What happened? Yeah, maybe them learning out some information too about some doctor. Oh my gosh, the community. The one they held in such high esteem. Quit playing. Oh, yeah, they learning this today. They gonna learn. Oh, wow. So essentially, you saw the journalist card pop back up out here, right? Maybe some journalists talk to somebody too, who was also like some security guard energy or something like that, or a police officer. So maybe there's a police officer that was able to like vouch for something that they know about that's being kept on the hush. Because they maybe had even played a part, because that was a part of it too. Like there's somebody who wasn't involved, but like something smelled fishy to them. And they're in a place of authority. There's somebody who's supposed to be, you know, looking out for like, you know, fishy, funny business, you know? And that journalist brought them something that they thought was awkward about this doctor. And it got them to kind of go in and like look into that a little bit more. And they found out some stuff maybe. Ooh, yeah. They found out maybe what was going on in the background. Maybe they had a few people. Oh, that's another thing too. So there's people involved in, okay, that's why that doctor energy keeps coming out. So there's people involved in these scams. So I know you've been seeing recently how there's been this increase of these real estate scams where people are going in and notarizing properties over to other people. Now, the way that they're finding out which properties to work on is they're using people who are CNAs and stuff like that and work in home health care and certain locations where they find out that like either A, the person is going to be hospitalized for XYZ period of time, enough time, like basically within a week's time for them to try and put together fake docs is what I'm understanding, to go to the courts and take ownership of the property. Now there's something about like if there's somebody who actually has a property like that they don't know about in the collective, there's something about like they use the same notary or something like that, or same something or somebody to try to transfer over your property. And so that's what got you involved in this, and that's how they see that these people are also like, that's how they're connecting. Remember I told you there's always this one little string that says, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And that's why the collective's case is, standing out, and they're saying, okay, we're going to do this way as a RICO crime versus taking these people down for this when we could connect all the dots. So that's the whole thing. That's why you are even a part of this, okay, collective? Just so you further understand, like, well, they've done a lot of stuff to a lot of people. Why is this in my energy? Because you're the one person that's tied, like, you're in here somewhere in all of this. Not because you've done anything, but because people keep trying to do stuff to you. People keep getting influenced by this negative energy. Maybe even since you were a child. That was a download earlier, but message delivered. Oh, what is this? Yeah, so now there's this fourth person here, because that's what I was about to ask about. This fourth person. No, we were on. Oh, maybe no, because the journalist and the employee wouldn't be a part of this unless the employee here is someone that either A, worked with you and worked for this person and knew about what this person was involved in with respect to against you. And when I talk about this person, I'm talking about the employer. If this person was in on the employer's stuff, that may be who's speaking up. Like maybe they saw enough information and like, that's it. Like, nope. I got to go talk to this journalist and find out who the investigator is, who's looking at this stuff. Because that journalist knows. So I can speak up on behalf of this revolutionist side and tell them what I know, so I can kind of wash my hands clean. Because this person is aware that like if they don't try to get ahead of this. So that's the energy I got for kind of like a month or two now, is like getting ahead of it. Because someone told me a long time ago to do that when I was looking at divorcing my ex-husband, or like if I wanted to stay with him, I would have to kind of like let others around us know certain information about him that may change the way they looked at us as a family. And so I was just told, okay, well, you need to get ahead of it if you're going to stay. And I ultimately decided to leave the relationship. But this is one of those situations like, yeah, you gotta get ahead of this. Like that's what people are realizing maybe now. It's like they've got to get ahead of this. I feel like these people don't have a choice but to get ahead of this, because they're not in like a marriage like I was. So in my instance, it was like either get ahead of it and stay and stand tall with this person, or dismiss this person from your life entirely and then go on and live a proper life, not being attached to someone else's karmic debt. Boom. Bam. Thank you, man. That's funny. My ex-husband was a waiter at the time too, and I definitely avenged myself by resolving any memories of hatred or any type of plotting. But for me, it was like mostly during the marriage, until finally I was just kind of like, I just gotta get out of this, so despite the fact that I was pregnant too at the time. So encouraging anybody who might be, who might even find themselves in a similar situation. I don't know who might identify with that part of my story, because I know the parts of the people that, I'm seeing very clearly, but there may be someone who's, pregnant, who's, caught up with some type of swindler energy and just doesn't realize. But there was also a heavy energy of like, for the people who are going to jail, like, only thing I can say for that is like, it's where you keep your focus. If your focus is on getting out and doing something else, or your focus on the inside is like trying to take down somebody or do some other stuff, like, yeah, any of this energy while you're locked up is not going to be good for these people. So maybe this athlete energy is maybe this athlete energy is working against other people that he knows are also in court too. Okay. And he is having those new people, he's swindling those new people into doing spell work against the individuals that he knows are also already in court, or wherever he is. If this person is locked up, if this person is already, this person is already in jail, this madman energy, madman clown madman, or homeless might be this person's identity right now. However you see this person, yeah. maybe that's some new information that maybe people are needing to know, because it's like research. Explorer of the truth. Explore this. Maybe you should go ahead and look into that for yourself. I don't even know what I just said, but go look into it yourself. There's something to do with an animal shaman again coming up too. I don't know if this person, like maybe that was also like a lot of this person, I don't know, someone's also maybe putting the animal sacrifices on someone, or maybe the investigation is showing further who actually was in this animal, like, yeah, let's use animals as sacrifices to get this work done. So that's becoming more, they're becoming more aware who influenced to use animals. Who decided to go get the goat? Nice. I get there's a few people kind of working on getting that information out, between a gang member and a police officer, both. Again, and that was another thing that I was told to, like, why is this happening and this not happening? So someone is concerned, like, why isn't the gang getting messed up or like wrapped up in legal stuff, criminal stuff, and then why isn't the mob? Because they didn't do anything. These are all y'all crimes. These ain't theirs. This is that ex-employers' crimes, along with the people in the community, the professional community that you worked in, or the office, or wherever it is that it went down at, right? And it's all these like past lover energies and family members and people who thought they were, holding high places because they held different positions, to give them clout or, more pull, in these, what are they called? Like, basically a soldier would have more clout than a barber would in a coven, in a cult, because they have a different position. They have a different understanding of loyalty, honor, integrity, selfless service. That's at least just how they look at them. So again, you have to understand these people, they have this whole like psychological aspect of like how they get around, but they didn't realize this person was a lost soul. That's what I saw there. Maybe that waiter energy, maybe there's a barber energy too that's coming out as a lost soul, if people are seeing that. Maybe even some stranger that you don't even know about. You're like, this one. All right, what else here? Whoa, not the mama. Ooh, okay. Maybe there's a mother who wasn't aware of their soldiers' involvement in this. They are just now learning a little bit more about like how widespread this is, because I get they have another child that's involved in here somewhere. Some other clown energy, mad energy. And they're now, through this research, are also realizing like, oh my gosh, like I thought you were smart enough not to get yourself involved in this kind of stuff because you were this, which is weird because I feel like the parent in this instance is like the mother card came in the reverse. So it's like this person wasn't really, I mean, they kind of volunteered their children to be available for like, when are you talking to your children about this kind of stuff? Because I feel like I want to say this mother's involvement is maybe only in the professional realm, understanding how like these groups, like that's their only experience. That's the only way they've been able to like navigate, is like they kind of like rub elbows. So like, let's say if this person, when their children were younger, before they, graduated high school or whatever, they had them in Jack and Jill. So there's, that energy, like they did this elbow rubbing kind of energy. So that's how this person was able, they used that energy to spy and help, like, I don't know, create lies. Yeah, but whatever they were trying to challenge, look, that coach card came back out here. It's a different one, though. I kept seeing the different, anyway, let me just leave that alone. They're trying to challenge, ooh. Oh. Okay. They didn't realize that they should have been challenging this athlete clown energy, like that they should have seen through, or they should have checked into like what this person was all about. They like didn't really coach their own children, is what I'm understanding. I don't know if this is two sons or a son and a daughter. They both look really big in stature. It's really tall, feminine energy, really tall, like burly, like feminine energy where, you know, they walk around, they might kind of walk, just, I don't know, just real tall, heavy. You know, they might have like, they might look really good in makeup or do their makeup really well or have really clear skin or something and they kind of like pride that energy, but it's, I don't know, it's not, I don't know, like, do you create that or does you just get that? I don't know. It's something like that. Like, that's a part of their issue too with the collective is it's like the looks thing. Can't make it up. Can't make, what is aesthetics? The way things look? I promise you the word aesthetic means the way things look. Your self-restraint. And it's because that's what you are, in and out. The seeker of self-restraint, abstinence, purification, discipline. Thank you, phone. Thank you. I like your little synchronicities. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top. I feel like that's the energy of collective and they're like, nah, we finna just, I got this real pretty. They just on some other stuff. Because they're not involved in all the garbage. Not the hot garbage. But anyway, yeah, that's a part of the issue too. Maybe that's what some employee told too. It's like, oh yeah, this person's, you know, really attractive. This person's always, you know, very, you know, when you, I get there's like this energy of like, everybody's met this person in person. And so only this journalist energy is the person who hasn't. So that's why everybody's trying to say like, oh no, this person is beautiful in, you know, in person. This person, no, like people are communicating like, no, that's why, like this person really is this, because the journalist goes around just collecting all this information and they've seen the missing pieces and maybe this is their board. I don't know. Ooh, that's the clergy's board with the police officers. Oh, damn, Gina. That's how they finna do it. He said, no, this is who we are doing. This is the clergy. Listen now. Cannot make this up. Did you not see aesthetic fall out? I ain't gotta lie. I ain't got to lie, Greg. One more thing here before we... Okay, so this is like, we found out about... There was a lot of people here, but I feel like we're only on person 3 in the scheme of things with respect to this specific crime, set of crimes committed and the people that are going down. There's some... Maybe some mother energies going down as well. Yeah, because they volunteered, like they were able, that's what I get to. I was like, this mother's in the reverse, right? So these mother energies, I don't know, take it how it resonates. If there's 2 mothers, like if there's a mother who's in a same, you know, sex relationship, if there's a stepmother and a mother, I don't know. But whatever they did, they volunteered. They volunteered to kind of like go along with whatever was kind of like the thing to do, or with respect to the betrayal. Like Spirit's like, don't even front. It's not the thing to do. It's not the thing to do. But they were willing to sing this song. They were willing to do this, to influence this. So that's maybe the 3rd seat and the 4th seat. Maybe there's 2 parental energies going. One is maybe spying. All right, who's next? Who's this 4th energy? Yeah, because there's maybe whoever this energy is with the sun, maybe they weren't in the energy. Like maybe they were trying to block this to keep that for their son. Oh, maybe it is a son. That's the soldier energy. So they were involved. Okay, here we go. Because I was like, this person feels involved. Remember, they're in the reverse. So this parental energy was also involved in the spell work. They knew about it. They participated in. They asked questions to check up on it. They helped spend money. They helped verify for other people. Yes, we should do this. Yes, this, and this. And they were a part of forging and melting and putting together some energy to go against this love relationship. That's why it's in the reverse, because it didn't work. But that's what they were tampering with. That's what they were trying to affect. That and maybe your employment, because you weren't trying to volunteer your help in cultivating maybe their children. So this is a stepmother energy here. But it also, something's saying it also runs in line with this seer of the unseen, because it's right here. So maybe that energy is also a parental figure, whether it be mother, father, or both, or I don't know. You take it how it resonates. You know how these people identify. I don't have time for that. Didn't Trump remove that? Don't get me started. I caught myself this morning watching some of his stuff too, like watching the things that he was signing and, you know, discussing with journalists and things like that. A lot of good information there, you guys. He is really putting the cracks on a lot of people who have been doing a lot of bad. Like, he is like, we ain't even gonna build no new prisons. Send them to another country. I was like, oh. He's saying it costs too much. So anyway, all of these maybe these energies now are hunting down this physician and this fireman energy, because that fireman keeps popping up. Oh, and this player energy, maybe that's where I feel like the heat is on from this clergy now. It's like, anybody wondering where I be getting my words from? Because I keep seeing the cards when I'm shuffling. Genius. If you didn't know, now you know. They're about to butcher that doctor. May even find him like alcohol poisoning, something like that. Yeah, out getting drinks with, somebody else that they normally go out and have drinks with. I cannot make this up. And yeah, he was just, under a lot of duress is what I'm understanding, because about this whole like situation where they were trying to, capture somebody's destiny is what I keep hearing when this captain comes out. It's like, oh yeah, they were trying to destiny swap. So, that's what people are becoming aware of. And that's maybe what this person is talking to this other person about, like how they were involved and kind of like just, maybe that's all that this person discussed the nice night that they, had this alcohol poisoning. Which may or may not lead to an end. All I know from what I'm finding out is that they have alcohol poisoning. They either end up in jail or something like that. Like something doesn't go well. But they were out with this friend, kind of explaining about this swindler energy that got them involved in this stuff. And that's the part that's difficult, because everybody wants to kind of see how like, oh, this person, and like tell the story. But it's like, you never had to go along with any of that. And that's the part that people are forgetting to acknowledge for themselves. Like, you decided to drink this poison. You decided to get yourself drunk in love on this agenda. You volunteered. That's maybe what people and the journalists and everybody's realizing. It's like, oh yeah. So they are realizing maybe even the only way to work through this karma easier is to fix everything that they messed up. So where you said something negative, you need to go back and fix that. Where you did something negative, you need to go back and fix that. Where you know what I mean? And if you can't do that, then you need to plead every day that it be repaired. Because that's the only thing that I'm seeing here listen, this is a message. Every day, if these people, whoever the collective is, they cross your mind, you better be singing, your drunken praises that, I don't know, even if it's I don't know, because that's the energy too. Like, people have to decide for themselves when they're supposed to stand up, right? Because the collective had to determine when they were going to stand up and just actually just be like, okay, action Jackson them and just show them who they really were. So it's like these people have to go through their own cycles of understanding, okay, now you have to actually fight back. Now you can't just be sitting here and saying, okay, well, I know, and, this and that and the other, because that's what the collective did. Like, okay, we know they're doing stuff, but we know it won't work, and we're just going to leave them alone, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no, because at a certain point in time, you have to understand when you're supposed to reach out for what it is. Like, there is a point in time when people have to say, okay, I'm not going to, I'm going to choose my own destiny. I'm going to engineer something for myself, I'm going to create this moment for myself. So I get that's one of the other energies too, is somebody who maybe there's an employee. I'm not putting the journalist down there because the journalist is not somebody in trouble. And right now I don't know if the employee is in jail or, oh dang. I don't know if the employee is in jail or in trouble. Maybe they're in jail because they've been talking about the boss. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is hilarious how this is just popping out like that. I literally just the journalist talking to the boss, and what cards come out? Journalist and boss. Oh, in case the community was wondering. Yeah. It must be magic. Yeah, no, it's the truth. It could be, everybody's manifestation is coming real. There you go. Someone depicted something. Someone painted a picture for you. Someone, brought something to life for you. Well, now you get to see how that plays out. Like, because you can't, that was the other download that I got. Like, you can't manifest someone else's destiny. I don't know. Isn't that a movie or something too, like Manifest Destiny or something like that? Maybe that's what some illusion that some chef energy got people involved in. That's now putting them into this criminal energy. Who is this? Fourth person or fifth person? I don't know. I'm gonna just keep this up for a few more minutes. Let me zoom into this picture though real quick and see what else there is. Yeah, maybe there's someone that lives close to the collective or is like neighbors with the collective or lives in the same building with the collective or something. Maybe the chef energy does. And so maybe that's the only thing that's like slowed down. I feel like them coming in on this. Like, and what I mean by them is the SWAT, because there's been heavy SWAT energy lately. That's been a lot of the readings, I guess. But like that SWAT energy coming in is they're sitting back to see if this person's gonna try to cook up something else. Oh my gosh. Who they've been texting, what emails they've been sending, who they've been writing on social media, who they've been meeting up at their friends' houses with, because they're not meeting up at their own house. That's too close to the collective. Maybe some father energy is like who they're working through. Maybe that's the person that they're sending in or sending through to try to find out. Or maybe they're telling people like, oh yeah, that maybe that's the father energy, is like co-signing something or painted a picture of somebody being homeless and this and that and the other, bankrupt, stuck, wandering or whatever. Okay, so I asked who else was going down. Okay, so the father energy is going down too. So there's a father energy. So that's, hold on. Oh yeah, because these, yep, suspect 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, because I just noticed the writing underneath the photos here. I feel like these are all mugshots. I just noticed the writing here on these, but it's on all of them. So it just kind of looked like a last name. So it's like, yeah, these people, whomever, like, maybe they made a career out of this. Maybe this is something they've been doing their whole lives. Maybe everything that you've ever seen them with, you've ever seen them have. I don't care if it was a lollipop or a brand new, vehicle. Whatever they've had, this is how they obtained it. Listen, this is how they obtained it, by trying to paint this little ugly, little nasty little picture. I'm shuffling. I don't know if you could see that over there. That was their genius idea, was to kind of put someone else into this energy or create some type of illusion around someone else that was actually, completely and totally independent. Now they're being used, or maybe they're saying, oh yeah, well, we can spy on this person to try to find out what we can do next. So maybe that's, the whole presentation. That's what they're telling this clergy now. What is the clergy saying with that? They're realizing like, yeah, this person is just going to keep doing this for the rest of their life. This is who this person is. Okay. Maybe this fireman energy is letting them know that, maybe letting the clergy know that, like, man, this is who's been doing it. Oh, and they co-signed that with the journalist, because everybody that the journalist talked to also said that. And this player energy, whomever that is. Maybe even the community is finding out from this person's husband, because we said we're talking about mothers. So maybe one of the two in the connection, as well as the community, is realizing like, okay, one of these people is a karmic, the other one is not, but they've been like heavily influenced by their spouse. Like they're realizing like, oh, this person is in a karmic connection. Maybe even like, I don't know if it's this fireman, or this fireman is realizing that. Maybe the fireman's also realizing this about their connection and who they're tied to. Like that they're all, like, a lot of people are realizing, who's really these lost soul energies. Definitely this waiter is what they're saying. All right. So that's number 4 and 5, right? So there's 1, 2. So there's some kind of like young traveler, clown energy. I feel like there's 2 energies there. Like there's one that was young, and then there's one that was just kind of like spinning some till. So maybe that's just an ex-lover of yours or something like that. And then there's this criminal chef energy who painted his whole picture. Then there's this mother energy that was behind it. Then there's this 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse my language. 5, 6. Yeah, that's already the 6. So maybe the person that's in the karmic relationship, maybe there's something that they can do. I don't know. maybe their help. Maybe them going to the clergy and the community and expressing like what they know and being honest. Yeah, it's going to help them. Yeah, that's going to help them a lot. Hold on. Or what is it that this is going to lead to? Like, what are they going to have to do? Or tell us more about that. What are these people going to have to do? They're going to have to let the collective do what they're doing. They're going to have to let collective like live their life. They're going to have to get on board on that agenda. Yep. Because right now, what's happening is the clergy's reflecting on how much money they gave these people, how they coached them into this criminal status. Because again, it's not like people, again, there's a lot of people being affected by this. Somebody was, because somebody was always partying. It's different from too busy winning and cock blocking, right? Anything else here? Yeah, this chef has been like constantly, this person's like claim to fame is that they can always, like this person is just entirely too into you than they need to be. But whoever this chef energy, like this career person who's made this, like got spying on you, like, and coaching people to do this, whoever that energy is, which it has to be a familial energy, probably the parental energies. Like everybody knows everything at this point. So I don't feel like it's like, they feel like they got some in scoop or something like that. Because, we see when this person is this and that. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Just because you know something, that's weird. Like, that's the whole, like, and then I don't know, they're coaching a lot of negative energies, or they coached a lot of negative energies. And they deserve to go down. Maybe they're threatening the people around them. What people should know is if someone is threatening you, if they're going to say, we could tell the police, we can do this, we're going to do that, they would have to tell them how they know. What their involvement is. These people, some of these people are already in jail. They already, look, that bad reputation is ahead of them. Some people already know about them getting caught up because they've been subpoenaed and they're looking the collective up like, wait a minute, collective just chilling? Oh, the collective ain't involved in this. The collective is not the one that's locked up. So now they're wondering too, which of these energies are going to be trying to run. Oh yeah, that came up too. So if these people, any of these individuals being implicated in these crimes, are feeling as though like, oh yeah, I am probably just gonna have to leave the country. Don't you think if you thought about it, that the people investigating you have too? Your name's on the list already. You're not going anywhere. They might just meet you at the point, like you can't, if you go online to get a ticket, okay, good luck getting through TSA and everything else, right? As soon as you go get that boarding pass. It don't matter if you print it out before you get there, if it's a, whatever, like an electronic one, none of that matters. You will not board that flight. Yeah. I feel like some people are like, this person don't have the money to do it anyway. There's that part. They're in their head thinking like, oh yeah, I'm going to scrounge up some money. Like from where? Yeah. Maybe trying to get some excessive lover to like go into this because they're like, well, it's already this and it's already that. Give me some money so I can go over there and go get this work done. Maybe they have some screenshots of like somebody, like some rope worker saying, oh yeah, we can do this or we can do that. What is this? Yeah, because this person is still trying to get back good with the collective or something. I don't know. Whatever this person loves. What does this person actually love? This chef energy. Because that's where, they love to be a happiness hater. Oh, with no facts. Okay. That's all that chef energy loves. They're rejected now. So that's why they keep trying to pretend to be like, love on the brain. Like, oh no, I just want my relationship back with this person when they were just really a copycat and a happiness hater to this person. Yeah, that wants you back because they can't copycat a happiness hate. They got a case. Whatever kind of case it is, they shouldn't have it because, they shouldn't have done what they done. With your obsessive lover, I guess, who's also a happiness hater. This is ridiculous. All right, I don't have the energy right now. I'm going to go and do some other things. And plus I have a love reading coming out too. Yeah, I have their age of creativity too. But yeah, so I have a love reading that's coming up. So I might just go ahead and dive into this one later on in the week. Cause I feel like this is a bunch of different, I don't know, unsuspecting community members. And so I'm being told to lay out my decks It's a bunch of unsuspecting community members. And just so you know, if you screenshot the thumbnail, you can zoom in to see stuff on your own as well, right? Maybe some people who have recently rejected some stalker energy, or some energy that they knew they were helping to stalk you. Okay. Anything else we should know for these? Yeah, that person is broke now. That is somebody who's like working with this person who says they have an inside scoop to kind of, that person actually is the one that has love on the brain, or thinks they do, because this person, yeah, this person is just trying to avoid being bankrupt, whatever that means. Girl fight, stalking energy. That's nasty energy. All right, anything else? Ooh, that person is getting caught up with some type of drugs that they were addicted to that maybe made them do some cyberbullying or something like that. You know, always being in this partying energy got them hooked, you know. And essentially is what, I don't know. And also maybe being in this like thank you next energy. So they maybe felt like, oh, I'll find another person. Because look, there's 3 people here, right? Oh, I'll always find another person. So this person always felt like they could find another person. But now they find themselves trying to force themselves back into your life or something like that, or your person's life. And they're just out here talking mess and stalking. This person was marrying for money, and you and your person are unbothered and avoiding them, is what I hear. Like making sure like there's no opportunity for connections, what I'm hearing, because they have a lot of bad karma. Oh, that was the other thing too. People are realizing too, like, because as soon as these people come around, like something happens. I don't care if it's just like at a restaurant or something. If somebody in that restaurant that works there or something like that have been on some like demon time at any point in their lives, that karma is pushed and it's just affecting people like that. So that's the domino effect that's happening now with the people in the communities. So if this person just goes to any random general place, I don't care if they're going to pick up some copies at Staples. Baby, if that cashier has been doing something on the fly, that cashier is getting ready to get some stuff on the fly. That's how this is working now. There's no other way. There's no other way. It has to be revealed who's fake flexing and who's actually supposed to be shining. Okay? So that's just what's happening right now. You know? These people are crying over you, whatever. No, it doesn't even matter. Anything else? Yep. They abuse too much divination, and they, you know, after all the dirt digging and everything, nothing was found. Now they're trying to kiss your butts. Look, because there's no facts. And everybody is like, no, this person is totally unfazed. And they're so into you. And they could tell that they were, you know, pretending to be you. Or that they were pretending to whatever they said they were pretending. And, you know, just kind of look for someone to be empathetic towards them so that they could continue to, like, get in the way of your happiness, your life without them. And this is weird because there's so many people here. There's so many people that are like trying to force their way in your energy, or like force something to happen in your life. And it's like, are you guys okay? I keep wondering. I keep looking out to the world, and every day, as soon as I see something, I'm like, dang, this world they're not okay. Nobody out there is okay right now. I don't even got to look people up. I just go and I pull something. Listen, even if somebody attempted to communicate with me, I would block them. But I, you know, turn on my phone in the morning, and if I do a scroll, there it is. All the disaster around the world. And my life doesn't feel that way. And that's why I know that I'm not in that realm at all. Like, that's how you'll know, collective. That's how you can see. You're not even feeling the things, like the talking about what they did and what they do, and none of that bothers you. You can find out new information. Oh, that's unfortunate for them. They did something else. Oh, that's unfortunate. Like, because you already know. You already know. Anyway, I'll be back sooner or later with this next little plot chart here. I hope that this has been helpful, insightful in some way, shape, or form, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.